When the referee becomes the story, the game loses its meaning. What was meant to be a routine council election in Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory turned into a day clouded by allegations of vote buying, violence, logistical failures, and accusations of electoral manipulation. Across several polling units in Abuja, disturbing reports surfaced that have now sparked public concern about the credibility and integrity of the exercise. One of the most explosive developments was the reported arrest of an APC agent allegedly caught with 7 million naira suspected to be intended for vote buying. Security operatives reportedly intercepted the individual during the election process, raising immediate alarm about the scale of inducement efforts. Vote buying has long plagued Nigerian elections, but the seizure of such a large amount of cash in a single incident intensified fears that financial influence was once again overshadowing the will of the voters. In Gwagwalada, allegations of vote buying also surfaced at Giri Primary School, where parties were accused of openly inducing voters. In another troubling account from the same area, a voter allegedly admitted to receiving 5,000 naira in exchange for casting a ballot. These reports reinforce long-standing concerns that poverty and economic hardship continue to make voters vulnerable to financial inducements, undermining democratic principles. At polling unit 065 located inside Garki Geological Garden in AMAC, a different kind of controversy unfolded. The unit reportedly had only one registered voter assigned to it. Despite that, the Independent National Electoral Commission deployed full electoral resources, including 3 presiding officers, security personnel, and party agents. Shockingly, the sole registered voter did not show up. Meanwhile, a nearby polling unit with over 100 registered voters experienced higher turnout and could have easily accommodated the voter. Civil society organization Public and Private Development Center, PPDC, condemned the situation, describing it as a misuse and inefficient allocation of electoral resources. The group called for better planning and rationalization of polling units to ensure cost-effectiveness and improved voter participation. Elsewhere in AMAC, tensions escalated into violence at some polling units as party members reportedly clashed. Eyewitness accounts described heated confrontations that required security intervention. While the full scale of the violence remains unclear, such incidents contribute to voter intimidation and discourage participation in future elections. A dramatic political confrontation also emerged when the ADC candidate publicly warned FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, declaring, "Abuja Council AMAC is not Obiakpo. You can't write votes here. We own this city." The statement reflected growing mistrust among opposition figures who fear undue influence in the electoral process. The reference to Obiakpo, a local government area in Rivers State, was widely interpreted as a pointed political remark aimed at reinforcing local autonomy and rejecting any perceived interference. Adding to the controversy were claims by a Nigerian resident who alleged that the electoral body had removed the names of individuals who voted for the Labour Party in the previous FCT election from its system in about 12 polling units in his area. While this claim remains unverified, it has fueled anxiety among voters who fear disenfranchisement. Allegations of voter list manipulation are particularly serious as they strike at the core of electoral credibility. Further complicating matters were reports that INEC changed people's polling units in AMAC without prior notice. Several voters reportedly arrived at their usual voting centers only to discover that their names had been reassigned elsewhere. Such last-minute changes can create confusion, suppress turnout, and undermine confidence in electoral management. Administrative adjustments are sometimes necessary, but failure to adequately notify voters can generate suspicion. Technical irregularities also reportedly marred the process. Some officials were said to have arrived with the wrong BVAS machines, causing delays and frustration. The bimodal voter accreditation system is intended to strengthen transparency and prevent fraud, but logistical errors involving the devices risk eroding public trust in the very technology meant to safeguard the vote. Another alarming report involved APC agents allegedly caught on camera buying votes at polling unit 009 in Elie Lugbe. If verified, such footage could become central evidence in any post-election investigation or petition. Vote buying captured visually tends to generate significant public outrage and demands for prosecution. Taken together, these incidents paint a troubling picture of election day in parts of Abuja. From cash inducements to violent clashes to logistical missteps and allegations of voter suppression, the controversies have overshadowed what should have been a straightforward democratic exercise. While some claims remain allegations pending verification, the cumulative weight of the reports has sparked calls for thorough investigation and accountability. Elections serve as the foundation of democratic legitimacy. When irregularities dominate headlines, citizens begin to question whether their votes truly count. The Independent National Electoral Commission now faces the task of responding to these allegations transparently and decisively. Where wrongdoing is established, accountability will be crucial to restoring confidence. For Abuja residents and Nigerians watching nationwide, the events of the council polls highlight ongoing challenges in electoral integrity. As investigations unfold, one truth remains clear: democracy thrives not merely on voting, but on trust. Without credibility, even the most carefully organized election risks losing its moral authority.